Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to get a better credit score. And specifically, we're looking at cleaning up your credit report, removing those derogatory items, those negative listings, and any potential errors that might be on your credit report, because over 40 million people have errors on their credit report, according to an FTC, Federal Trade Commission study. Now, listen, the Fair Credit Reporting Act passed way back in 1970. This law, this legislation, is what entitles you and every consumer to dispute any item on your credit report that you believe is inaccurate, questionable, or made in error. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation with a certified FICO professional by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, this is what entitles you and gives you that right. There's 3 ways you can file your dispute: online, over the phone, and by mail. However, the Fair Credit Reporting Act says, and in clear, very clear language, the maximum amount of time that any item can remain on your credit report, with few exceptions, is for 7 long years. But there is no minimum amount of time that any item must remain on your credit report. Let me repeat, there is no minimum amount of time that any item must remain on your credit report. Now, the big challenge with this is getting the credit bureaus to deem your dispute valid, and then they'll investigate. Because if they deem it invalid, they don't have to investigate. 60 Minutes recently exposed this. One of our politicians, politricksters, is actually studying these guys, and these guys have come under heavy fire. They have a $4 billion a year industry, and the big problem is it costs the credit bureaus money to comply with federal law, to comply with regulations. And for some inane reason, one of our politricksters in past years decided to give the credit bureaus the authority to decide which disputes are valid and which ones are invalid. The credit bureaus get an estimated 8 million consumer disputes each and every year. Moreover, the credit bureaus have been fined over and over and over again by the Federal Trade Commission for violating consumer rights. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation with a certified FICO professional by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, you must remain persistent. You can do this. But this system, the credit bureau system of essentially ignoring consumer disputes, not following regulations, and not investigating consumer disputes, even the most blatant of errors, has birthed the credit repair industry. Further, there's individuals like Julie Miller, an Oregon resident, who sued one of the credit bureaus and won $18.6 million in a settlement because they wouldn't actually do what they're supposed to do. She had blatant errors on her credit reports from somebody with a different name, and they wouldn't remove these items, and she invested 2 long years, not to mention money, trying to get this stuff fixed. So you can do this yourself. However, you're really leaving yourself up to somebody who's known to not follow the rules, who's known to violate your rights. Further, in the last word, the credit bureaus are not government agencies. They have no affiliation. They're only regulated by the governments. The credit bureaus are just like your local coffee shop, just like your local grocery store. They must earn a profit. You can invest in 2 of the 3 credit bureaus today. Now, I wouldn't put my trust that they're going to follow the rules all of a sudden and out of the blue for you. Respectfully. So if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation with a certified FICO professional by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation with a certified FICO professional. And the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. Please, we also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Please subscribe and join our congregation. Have a fantastic day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.